Hi there, welcome back. We're ready for our next step. At this point, we have our PLR product directory that contains all the files that we need for our website. We've also made some changes to some of the HTML files. For example, if I double-click on the index page, you'll see some of the changes that we made earlier. Here is Michael Jones. And down here, we added the price. The only problem is that right now, these files exist only on our local computer. They're not on the internet. They're not linked to the domain name we just purchased in the last video. In other words, if I go to easyfasttracktofat-loss.com, this is what you're going to see. A whole lot of nothing. Although we have our domain name and our website, none of our files are uploaded to the web hosting server, so nothing is showing up when we try and go to our website. The good news is that's really easy to fix. Basically, all we have to do is get these files up on the server. So how do we do that? We need to use a program called an FTP client. FTP stands for File Transfer Protocol. An FTP client will let us transfer files from our computer over to the server, along with transferring files from the server to our computer. Of course, there are several FTP programs out there that you could use, but a really good one that I'm going to recommend is FileZilla. You need to go to filezilla-project.org. You're going to see two download links. One is for a client version, which is what you need if you want to transfer files, and the other is for a server version, which is used when you also want to make files available for others. For our purposes, the client version will work just fine. Click on the client download link and then choose your operating system. Windows users have two options, a file that ends with exe, which will let us do a straight install, and a compressed zipped version. The exe version will be the easier way to go, and as you can see, it's also the recommended download. Go ahead and click on the setup.exe link and run the installation. Once you've got FileZilla installed and open, you'll notice that the screen is divided into two sections. The left side, or local site, shows the files and folders that are on my computer, my hard drive. The right side, or the remote side, shows files that are located on a particular server. However, since at the moment we're not connected to a server, the site is empty. What we need to do is connect to our web host server so we can upload our files. In the host field, I'm going to enter our new domain name, easyfasttracktofat-loss.com. When you set up your hosting account, they're going to email you your username and password that you can use for FTP transfers. You can leave the port field blank. Next, click on Quick Connect. Here you can see that we've connected successfully. This time on the right side, we see a couple of files and some folders. Our website files will go in this public HTML folder, which I'm going to double click on. This is where we need to copy our files. So I want to start off by doing something that will deliberately cause a problem, simply because it's a common mistake that happens all the time. I'm going to double click on the web files directory, and here we see all of our files for our website. First, I'm going to show you how to copy just one file at a time. Simply click on it, hold the mouse down, and drag it over to the right side. That's all there is to it. Click, hold down the mouse, and drag. That's how you move one file. To move a bunch of files at once, click on the bottom one, hold down the Shift key, and then click on the top one. You'll notice that now all these files are selected. I just have to click and drag the whole group of files over to the right side. So now I can see all of these files are now located on the remote site. Let's take a look at our website and see if we notice anything different. My browser's already open to our web page, so I'm just going to click on Refresh. Look at that! We have content. But something's not quite right. Yes, we have most of the page, quite a bit of text, but there are no pictures. That's because we haven't copied those over yet. That's why I wanted to bring this to your attention. This happens all the time. See our images folder? If I double click on it, you'll see all the images that are currently missing on our site. We have to copy this folder over to the right side, making sure that everything stays the same. The folder, its name, and all of the contents have to be copied over exactly the way they are right now. We also have images in the banners folder, so we need to copy those over as well. We copy folders over the exact same way we do the files. Click on the folder, hold down the mouse, and drag it over to the right side. But since there's two of them, I'm going to click on the bottom folder, hold down the Shift key, and select the top one. Now I'm going to click, hold down the mouse key, and drag over to the right. Down here, you'll see the files queued up and getting ready to be transferred over. Okay, now that it's finished, let's go back to our website and refresh. Take a look at that. We have our pictures. Very nice. We're also going to want to test our links at the bottom of the index page and make sure that they're properly redirected. Let's also take a look at the squeeze page. Everything looks good here as well. I just want to test these links down here. Good. The only thing left for the squeeze page is to get our opt-in code. After that, we can send people to this page. We can get them to opt in so we can gather their name and email for future emails like with our autoresponders. So there you go. We're now live on the internet. The only things that we still have to do is get our opt-in code for the squeeze page and get our payment and delivery methods set up. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to sign up with Aweber and get that really important opt-in code that we can input into this page.